Why today, of all the time, do you want to work on your Chevy 2 gasser, darling?
Well, you gotta hurry up because it's about to start pouring.
Looks like it's going to be a typhoon out there.
So maybe leave this?
Wait, let's just take a minute here.
I don't have time for this.
You want me to stop cleaning? Who are you, the internet? Do you think there's a lot of wind noise? Man, look at all the burnout marks. Somebody's really, oh, the header's really drugged there, eh? Oof. Breezy.
It's crazy windy.
Look at all the stuff in here. Making sure I left the carburetor in here. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, the battery's just disconnected. She wanted to try and start it herself. You want to drive it?
Oh, it's starting to rain.
You can't drive in the rain?
I don't look very good today.
What's that?
I don't look very good today. Also, we're in a hurry. I'm gonna struggle with the first start.
You got to get changed because you're the one going over this car. Yeah. You want to hop in? Let her warm up just a little bit. Horn works. All right, good enough for me. You know, what's the point of having a front yard if you can't use it? This thing's cool. Oh god. Oh, she didn't put the hoist down. Oh, it's not happy. Neutral, come on. This thing sounds good. Oh, we gotta pin the hood on the 55. We'll get this thing in. You can dress up all nice like. Why didn't you put this down?
I have to bring in our windshield cover.
A Rubbermaid?
Yeah, with the ugly fish.
Hey, my parents gave us that ugly fish.
And it's ugly.
You gonna drive this in or want me to do that too?
I'll tag it.
Sure.
Tell me when to stop.
Before.
Our garbage bin too is gonna blow over.
Alright, I'll just drive this thing in. We can do a few of our errands. You can put on a slightly nicer outfit. Just crocking around. This is painful.
You didn't stand near DD Speed Shop.
Dan here, DD Speed Shop. Cut. Do that. Come back. So I brought this home 2 weeks ago, something like that. And a lot of people were asking about this thing, but we brought home this motor, and I had to put this in this car because, you know, car ADD, CAD. But anywho, so this thing here is a pretty badass little hot rod, and you know, thought I'd give it a little once over, say what it is and what to do with this thing. So we built this in a matter of like 30 days or something like that. Well, not the whole car. I bought the car as a plain Jane, 6-cylinder automatic, nothing special, you know, Chevy 2. And I think I paid $5,000 for it.
And that was very controversial.
People lost their mind. The guy overpaid. So luckily they named the car and overpriced. So I bought it from a guy who I was kind of friendly with or whatever. And ultimately it came with floor pans. And I only had to put in 2 little sections. And I think I welded a little section in the quarter on the one side maybe. She's had a rough life. I mean, she's been beat up and all that stuff. Yeah, I welded just a little patch in there and didn't do anything with it. It's been painted once. It was kind of a cream color, and they painted it with a cream color, so it's now cream. And this side was all KO'd in and everything. But 64 Chevy 2 post, I mean, plain Jane, this was a nothing car back in the day. And I don't even know why I bought it. I just kind of saw it. I thought it was kind of cool. And I was looking for a project. It was in the fall time, I think. It was just going to be like a winter project.
It was July.
No, it wasn't.
Or August.
No, it was fall. And scooped it up with the tow truck, sling tow truck, I think at the time, and brought her on home. And that's kind of where it went. I think, yeah, I don't remember how it all went there. Anyways, we did that, and then we did power tour a few months prior to us working on this originally. I think I was doing the floors and all, kind of made it run and drive, put it through inspection, did all that sort of stuff. It actually, I rebuilt the whole front end at home in Winnipeg. If anybody's looking, I got a whole front subframe with all new brakes, all new steering box, the whole thing. Because I had to go through inspection before we did this to it. But anyways, we met Speedway on power tour, and we're like, hey, you guys have a Chevy 2 kit and this and that. They're like, we sure do. And we decided to put it together, and then we drove it to Biloxi, Mississippi, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we actually went to, well, I did it, Danny flew in, because she's so luxurious, but I drove it from Winnipeg to Atlanta, Georgia, which I want to say was 30 hours, something like that, and then hung out there, met New Bern. Danny flew into Atlanta, and then within a day or two, we drove from Atlanta to Biloxi, which is another 5 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, in that range. So we did that, then we drove it for a week straight down in Biloxi, and that's kind of where it lived for a little bit. Then we brought it home. Actually, we was going to stay down there, but then life changed, and we brought it home. But this is kind of Danny's rig, and honestly, when we put it together, it was kind of just going to be like a funsy little toy, but then people were so mad about how I, A, paid too much for it, and then B, we were going to gasser it, and then they're like, well, you can't drive a gasser, you can't drive on the highway, you can't, and here we are. So this is my favorite sounding car we have. My by far favorite. I think this was actually the first motor John and Cecil
I was just going to say that. This
built
was
for
our
us.
first John and Cecil motor.
Yeah. So this is the first motor they built for us. And
327.
Well, 327, solid lifter deal. Rowdy little camshaft in it. It's got a Turbo 350 and a 9-inch. Very, 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 couldn't be more of a basic setup. The only two trick items we have on it is it's got like an Aces distributor in it, which we kind of did out of ease. This thing, the timing comes in real quick. So instead of having the distributor locked out at like 38 degrees, let's say, I think it's like idling at 20 or 25. So it starts nice, and then like within, I think, 500 RPM or 1,000 RPM, it's got all the timing is in, so it makes it very drivable, but also easy to start, so it's very kind of cool. And then obviously Delta John, show the sticker, he hooked us up, and we got a super fancy radiator in this thing, dual fans, all that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, New Bern gave us a hard time. And otherwise, I mean, it's a tunnel ram, dual FST carbs on it. I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, it's got a one-wire alternator with an Amazon bracket. These are used fender well headers. Originally, actually, this is why I bought this car, because I love, my favorite fender well header is a Chevy 2 fender well header. And now you know, they're just so cool. There's actually, the guy had a set of like nice polished stainless ones here, but I missed them. So,
This is my birthday gift.
oh yeah, so I drove this thing down. I went from Winnipeg. Did I go to Speedway?
Yeah,
I must have. I drove from.
To Speedway first.
Oh yeah, so I drove from Winnipeg to, I went to Speedway in Lincoln, Nebraska. Hung out there for a day with Joe and Katie and them. And we just kind of screwed around. I got a little tour of the museum and all that sort of stuff. So that's maybe 15 hours, I don't know what it was, a day or two. Day drive. Drove this thing in, kind of showed it off, had a little bit of fun with it. And then yeah, it was during October, so Danny's birthday, October 31st, the 1st. 1980, no. 1999.
All they need to know is October 1st.
October 1st of the previous millennium.
Well, and we put this whole gasser front end together, like us together.
So this thing was a car. It was a running, driving 6-cylinder, and then we got the motor, the trans, and everything. The rear end showed up, and we ordered the whole kit from Speedway. And this was a super trick thing, because this can all go right back to a stock car, which I love. There's no cutting, welding, no screwing around with the car itself. these early Chevy 2s, well, I mean, a lot of Novas and all, they're all subframe cars. So this one's the same deal. It's got some bolts up top, some bolts down below, and that's it. And I had to weld the axle up, I think. You can clearly tell I welded that. Yikes. And yeah, she all went together just like tickety-boo. You just order it, and I don't know. People always ask about it. Maybe you can put a link in the description or whatever what this was. I want to say the base kit was like $4,000 or something like that, which is pretty cheap. And I think we put a fancy steering box in it, and then I put a 9-inch in it just because. What are these wires for, you think? What would that be for? Spare parts, maybe? Just have a washer fluid on it or something. And you know, it comes with all these little things. It comes with these little side braces and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I did go a little over budget once it was all apart. I kind of bought some, you know, fancy stuff. And again, I didn't paint one thing. I wanted it to look like a greasy old gasser. My favorite thing is a car that was built in like the 60s or 70s and then forgotten about, and then took them out. And this thing had the paint that was all kind of patinaed out. And then our buddy Joe painted it all up. So Nova priced, obviously, because we overpaid for it, and then he had some burning money. This is my favorite artwork he did on the thing too, of all the stuff he's done for us. But that is kind of that. Now we should, maybe we'll get this thing up in the air. We'll kind of show the underside of it and show just how simple the kit is. And then I screwed up putting the axle together, so I got some parts actually on order currently to see what we can kind of get going on here. So we'll get up in the air, we'll get under it. So the underside of this car is actually kind of the cool part. I mean, everyone knows a Chevy 2. It is leaking transmission oil. I don't really know where. Speedo cable? Like it pours out.
There's a lot there.
Yeah. Oh, we might need a bit of a longer drive shaft there too. Take that apart, look at it. So, I mean, as you can see, this thing, oh yeah, I put a floor pan in right there, but that's a pretty minimal one with a brace. And then, did I put anything up front here? Honestly, it looks pretty solid. That's what sold me on this car, was that the rockers and all that. Did I put rockers in it? No, I must not have. Anyways, the thing is mint, like it's in really, really nice shape. So let's get some luminance here, darling. Well, we only got 1 bar of light on that one. Oh, we got 4 on this guy. Shunk, shunk. So you buy the whole kit. You can see it bolts right up here. 4 bolts, that's it. And then there's these down bars, which bolt on as well, and they bolt to the upper, on the firewall.
I can't reach.
Yeah, they see it from up top. So the down bars bolt on, and that's it. It has motor mounts ready to go for, I want to say big block, small block, and even LS, but I'm not 100% on the LS. I know big block, small block for sure. All the perches are welded on, ready to go. It comes with leaf springs. You literally just put it all together. Yeah, like I said, I didn't paint one thing. Kind of wanted to get a little ratty looking. There's a few things which I might change down the road. It's got Heims, which are fine, but it's a little bit of a rough steer and ride. So you can put some like Johnny joints or tie rods on it maybe down the road. Might do that. It's got these competition shocks, which seem cool, and they are. Look how beat up the front is from all the highway miles. That's cool. I love that stuff. So it worked out just fine, but they're like 90-10s, so you can take them apart and adjust them, I believe, but it kind of like, you'd launch it, whoop, and then it takes forever to come back down. Yeah, so the only thing I had to weld was the perches, so I set the caster on this thing. I think I put lots in. I want to say 12 degrees of caster. Oh, it's missing a little grease zerk. You put it all together. Now, I did, I think, screw up on the king pins, because one side has a clunk in it. I don't remember what side it was. And I originally thought, oh, it's a loose wheel bearing kind of vibe, and you kind of, when the weight's off it, or not on the tires, the one wheel kind of has some shake in it, but it's not in the wheel bearing, it's in the kingpin, and you can see here, actually, there's some shims. are right there. So what you got to do is you put this bearing at the bottom in, and you got to put a shim in. There's a bearing down here, down, right there. This is old school stuff, and that's what it kind of rides on. But you need this shim up there to keep, obviously, I forget what the measurement was. And anyways, I think what I did is I didn't have either have enough shims, or I measured it wrong with a feeler gauge. So the one side, if you go over bumps and stuff, it kind of clunk, clunk, clunk. It just has some play in it. So I actually ordered a bunch of stuff to get that taken care of, so we can get that all fixed up. But it's super simple stuff. It's got Chevy bolt pattern, disc brakes, single piston, like the standard, everything you get from Speedway brakes. Man, I can't tell you how many of those I put in. I think I put a Flaming River box in it, or maybe it's a Speedway. I don't remember. That was what it was. That was kind of an expensive touch. Otherwise, very simple. This thing sounds, everyone always asks about how this thing sounds. So these were, I don't remember, $200, like used headers, like they're welded up, welded over, plugs put in them, plugs over here. One of them, I had a big, maybe, like they're beat with a set of thrush mufflers. I love, there you go, thrush. What's that guy?
Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah, there he is. And that's it. That's how I ran the brakes, right to the floor. Big fuel line. And then out back, I did, what did I do here? By the looks of it, I did new leaf springs, mono-leaf deal. Has these traction bars on it. This is a Speedway diff. I don't know if it's a direct bolt in or not. With a Speedway center section, I think. Yeah, everything is that. I bought just the whole kit. So this is actually funny. So I'm struggling with the differential on the Nomad, and I ordered this because this frickin' worked. And we put it in there. Now, originally we built this thing to, it has a brand new fuel tank in it. Huh, no gas. Like, it's just a super solid, nice, simple, easy car. Oh, I guess I never got the e-brake working, or I must have cut them off and I changed the diff. We should get that fixed. Otherwise, this thing's mint. It's got new, I put air shocks in the back, so when you have it full of gear, there's no issues there. Subframe's mint. It's just a nice little car. But it's got a transmission leak, so we got to fix that for sure. Newburn didn't like it leaking out his driveway. Yeah, man, this thing, the more I look at it, the more I like it. So we kind of built this thing. This is Danny's car. She's talked about maybe doing a little bit of racing here and there. Who knows if that'll ever happen. We put it all together, and originally had, also like a 390 gear or something in it. And it was pretty sporty. It has, by the looks of it, a pretty fat converter in it. So it has the wrong stall converter in it. This thing wants, like, it's a 327, it wants to wing up in the RPM. So it has the wrong converter in it and the wrong gear. So it's, we'll call it neutered a little bit. We did that to drive. Again, you drive 36 hours. Driving 36 hours with a set of 410s in there, you'd hate your life. So I changed the converter and that before we left, I think. Oh yeah, this is my favorite t-shirt actually.
These might be available right now actually.
Oh, there you go, I wear mine all the time. But there you have it. So this is the classic, you can't drive a Gasser on the street, or you can't drive bull-oni. This was an axle that was in like a bazillion cars for a lot of years. It's fine, it has disc brakes, it runs and drives. I think it's got the original wiring harness in this thing. Like, it's stock, except for everything else. This is cool. This is like, it reminds me if you were like a teenager in like the maybe 70s or 80s. This is kind of when they were super cheap. That's what we would have done. But it's a very simple setup. Now it does need a little bit of love, obviously, at this point. Fixed transmission leak. I got a wicked set of gears. I got some 513 gears for it. So if you want to put that in there, it'll be toot to sweet very fast. But
where'd you get that from?
Speedway. I got everything from Speedway.
Why not even ask?
You know what? I've been, in my time, I've dealt with a lot of different part suppliers, and they work out good. I found this guy now. I talk to all the time, Kevin. Oh my God, Kevin. I sent him an email today, and I said, it was rude, but it was basically I love him, because he just takes care of me and handles my garbage. So if you find a good partsman, you don't let him go. So the only thing we might do is we might pull a leaf spring or two out of the front end, so it's a little lower. Otherwise, lower, or you don't want to do that. Okay, we'll leave it as is. That's way less work for me, so that's mint. Honestly, it just needs nut and bolt check. Obviously, the front tires are low for some reason. The one wheel clunks, and then I don't know. I'm kind of fighting out if we should maybe just take this on power tour. It's just ready to go. Instead of that thing, it's fighting me tooth and nail. But there you have it. So people ask about this thing. Super, super simple setup. This is buy yourself a Chevy 2, and it's for a Chevy 2, this kit, but I've seen guys like they modify to put on like a Ford Falcon or whatever, and you just bolt it on. You have to weld on the caster. And I want to say we had the whole front end together in like 2 days. And then slam a motor in there, and it's like, you have the whole front clip off this thing. It's so easy to work on. But that's where we're gonna leave this. We're actually gonna try and get that my 71 Nova in here before the Typhoon takes over, because I want to nut and bolt check that thing, give it a once over, and we'll see you on the next one. Get out there, buy yourself a Chevy 2, and make sure you judge me about how I didn't paint one thing and now it's all rusty and looks terrible, and what have you done? Oh, it's leaking. Is that a bad water pump? Or is that just the way she is? You can tell how it is by looking at it. We'll see you on the next one.